Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Sephora recommendations for fragrance that you can get during the sale right now. So this is kind of a last minute video. I wasn't planning to do one of these because I've never done one before, but I figured why not? I have quite a few fragrances here, so I'm going to try to go through them pretty quickly. These are just the fragrances that I have and love that you can get at Sephora. And some of these are like mainly sold at Sephora. So you know what guys, the sun just went away, so I'm going to turn some lights on because I just feel like it got a little bit dark. Okay, I think that's a little bit better, right? Anyways, before we get into it, I would love if you would consider subscribing down below. I do fragrance videos on this channel, and I also have another channel. If you guys want to check it out, it's linked down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and let's get into it. Okay, so some of my favorites. First one here is Indigo Nest, and this is a perfume that is really hard to find other places other than Sephora or the Nest website. So I would recommend getting it on Sephora, but this is such a nice perfume. It's so unique, unlike anything else I have in my collection. It's mainly a tea fig, like slightly spicy fragrance. It gets really sweet on my skin, but it has that unique fresh tea note and a little bit of like almost a peppery spiciness, but it's so beautiful and I feel like it's likable and wearable without being basic. It's still very original. Just a really, really good fragrance. And I definitely picture this on like a very exotic, cultured woman, which I described it that way in my perfume collection video as well. Actually, I think that video is going to go up after this one though, because it's a lot of work to edit it. But anyways, another one of my favorites here is Kilian Princess. And I know that this perfume was out of stock for quite some time, but it's back in stock now, at least on Sephora. And I think also on the Kilian website. But you can get a discount on Sephora, so why not? This also has tea in it, actually, matcha tea. But it's definitely a very, very different fragrance than that one. This one is also sweet, but this one has marshmallow in it. And so it has this like fluffy powdered sugar sweetness that is just so delicious. In the opening, you have a little bit of like lemon and ginger. So you get this like sort of herbally tone in the opening. But as soon as it dries down, it gets very like caramelly, marshmallowy, and it mixes with that matcha so beautifully. This is becoming one of my all-time favorite fragrances, and I will be so, so sad if they just continue this like for real, because I just feel so strongly about this one. Actually, before we get into the rest of these, I want to talk about this body spray. I know that probably everybody is talking about Sol de Janeiro right now for the Sephora sale, but I have to because this is such a good one. And if you don't know about it, you should. This is the Brazilian Crush. I think it's this Cheirosa 62 fragrance mist, but I have like the old packaging, so it just says Brazilian Crush. Such a delicious, sweet scent. This is basically just a pistachio caramel fragrance. Very, very sweet. There's a little bit of a tropical sort of element to it, but it's so cozy and warm that it could also definitely be a winter scent. It's so interesting how that works. It goes both ways. It's so amazing. This is just delicious. And I definitely want to get the cream. It's on my wish list for the Sephora sale, but I don't know because I have some other things I want as well and I don't need to spend a ton of money. So here's one that I don't mention very much because I haven't gotten a chance to wear it a ton. I just feel like it's such an elegant fragrance and I want to wear it for like an elegant occasion, if that makes sense. But this is by Givenchy and this is L'Interdit. But this is such a beautiful floral fragrance and it's unique because it has this like sweet synthetic grapey sort of opening, like a grape soda or a grape candy. It's really delicious, but it mixes with the florals really beautifully. And there's tuberose in here, which I don't usually like tuberose, but in this fragrance, it's done right. And it just smells so elegant and beautiful. And this perfume was actually originally created for Audrey Hepburn as like her own personal fragrance, but then it was released to the public. I know they've reformulated it since then. That was many years ago, but it still smells like how I would picture Audrey Hepburn to smell or someone from that time period. It's just such an elegant feminine fragrance. Definitely recommend that one if you're looking for something like that. Let's talk about my Jo Malones because obviously the best place probably to get Jo Malone is on Sephora during the sale. So I have Jo Malone Blackberry and Bay and Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom. Blackberry and Bay is definitely my favorite one. I also recommend the Peony and Blush Suede. I love that one and I've had it on my fragrance list for so long, but I just always forget to buy it or something else gets put ahead of it, but I need to pick that one up because it's such a beautiful scent. It would be the perfect bridal scent. So Peony and Blush Suede is another great one, but I still think Blackberry and Bay is my favorite because this is such a unique scent. I always say it, it smells just like fresh, crisp, tart blackberries and like that herbally bay scent. It really has no sweetness to it. It has a little bit of like almost like a unisex vibe, like a man could wear this, but I personally find it more feminine. I just think it's fresh and beautiful, but not overly strong. It smells so natural and just lovely. So then we have Mimosa and Cardamom. This one is unique because you get the mimosa with that floral tone and you also get the spiciness from the cardamom, but it almost smells like a little bit soapy. Alithia Marie describes this as like an expensive hotel scent, and I have to agree with her. It definitely gives me that vibe. It also gives me a little bit of like a motherly vibe, like, you know, in a good way. It smells like a soft, soapy, clean, slightly spicy, but not a polarizing spicy because that cardamom is so like comforting. Just nice sort of floral scent, honestly. This is one that I have on my rotation for this month because I want to get more use out of it. I still need to wear it on my skin more. And then next we have Dolce & Gabbana The Only One. I told you guys recently I'm wearing this one this month as well, but I also really love the YSL Black Opium, like equally if not more than this. So I also recommend that one from the Sephora sale. But this one is a little bit more unique than that one. It's still sweet and warm, but it's a little bit more floral. It has this really pretty opening of caramel, and it almost smells a little bit like Flowerbomb or something in the dry down, but that's like when you've been wearing it for a few hours. So it's such a beautiful fragrance, and I definitely do recommend this one for the fall and the winter if you like a warm, sweet fragrance, but maybe you want something a little bit different from the typical Black Opium scent. So next, a really popular one again. This is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. Just a delicious blackcurrant, sweet tart berry scent with this like bourbon vanilla dry down that makes it just really seductive and feminine. And I always say this, but it's just such a good date night or night out perfume, and that's kind of what I reserve this for. I don't really go for it every day because this perfume has really intense performance, so it's not like you're really going to choke people out, but it does project a lot and it is really strong. So sometimes I like to wear something that's not quite this intense for every day, but you still could wear it every day. And then we have Burberry Her, another very popular fragrance. This one is also a fruity scent, but it has this musky undertone mixed with it. And so it really smells like a strawberry, like marshmallow soda in a way. It has this brightness to it, but it also has this musky creaminess. And then you get the strawberry immediately, and it's so delicious. This is like a mouth-watering fragrance. So that's Burberry Her. Then we have C Passione by Giorgio Armani. I really want to try the other C fragrances as well, but this one has been in my collection for so long, and it's one of my favorite perfumes that I always go back to because this is just such a beautiful, it's like a rose musk fragrance. It has blackcurrant and pear in here as well, so you do pick up that fruitiness, but it has this uniqueness that just makes it so like fresh in a way, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it, but this isn't really a sweet fragrance though, so keep that in mind. But it's just a really nice one. I feel like this is a very good staple, and I think it would make a great signature scent. Actually, like, I would totally wear this as a signature scent. It's just I have so many perfumes that I love. So, and then we have, of course, a classic. Have to mention this before I get into the little mini sizes that I have here. This is just so warm and sweet and floral. You get the patchouli a little bit. It lasts forever on the skin and the clothes, and it's just a classic. Everybody knows what Flowerbomb smells like. If you don't, you need to smell it because it smells so good and so just like, in my opinion, distinguishable. Like, I can really smell when someone is wearing Flowerbomb because you can just tell it just smells like Flowerbomb. So I do have some minis here, but these are still perfumes, at least for the most part, ones that I really, really love and would totally purchase in the full size. So don't think that I don't like them just because they're minis. It's just because this is what I have. And a lot of these I got like with orders or something. So first we have one that, oh my gosh, this smells so good and I feel like I need to wear it more. This is the Nest Indian Jasmine Perfume Oil. And this, I always say it smells like the sweetest jasmine perfume. Like if you had a simple syrup that doesn't really have any specific flavor, it's just sweet and sugary, and then you add jasmine into that. That's what this is. It's so sweet and so addicting and just intoxicating and luxurious smelling, but with that jasmine. And this is another one that could be a year-round perfume. I would like a full bottle, but I think the full one has a dropper, and I think I would prefer a rollerball form for a perfume oil personally. So maybe I'll get the travel size, but I'm going to use this up first, and there's definitely quite a bit of product in here. So I love using this one to go to sleep because it just smells like a rich lady in like her silk pajamas. Like it's just so good. And then we have a very recent one to my collection. This is a Scentbird perfume from Skylar, and it is called Vanilla Sky. This is just such a sweet, delicious vanilla. It really smells like a vanilla cappuccino or like a vanilla sweet latte or something. But it also, on my skin anyways, sort of almost has this like woodiness to it that makes it a little bit more unique than like my vanilla perfume from Anthropologie. That one is purely like cupcake vanilla. This one has a little bit of a woody element in the dry down, and it just smells really, really nice. This is such a likable vanilla. I can't imagine someone not liking this. Okay, and then we have another Scentbird perfume. This is Versace Crystal Noir. Oh, this one is so, so good. I feel like this one for me is more of a summer nighttime perfume, but I think you could wear it whenever. This is the eau de toilette version, by the way. This is such a good one. It's like a soft coconut, slightly like peppery floral scent, a little bit unisex. It's just so nice. Another Versace perfume. This is Dylan Blue Parfum. I have to be honest with you guys. As much as I like this one and as much as I would recommend it, I don't think I will purchase a full size for myself because I do have some other fragrances that I feel like give me the same vibe to this. But I do like pairing this one with Jessica Simpson Fancy because that is like a sweet caramel fragrance, and I feel like I get a bit of a caramel apple vibe since this is like an appley shampoo-y perfume. Such a good combo. And then the last one here is Tom Ford Black Orchid. I just have a little mini dabber of this. And this is one of those perfumes that I love to smell, but I'm not quite brave enough to wear on myself because I feel like it is a little bit polarizing and people are kind of a bit put off by it. Especially people around me. I would need to be like going on a night out with like a bold outfit for me to feel comfortable wearing this. But I love the smell of it. Not that I care like if someone doesn't like my fragrance, it's just if I feel like no one's going to like it and it's just gonna make people not feel well, which people in my life get headaches very easily from perfume, then I just feel like it's not quite worth it. But I love this little mini bottle. It's so cute, and this is definitely one I recommend if you like those bold, sexy fragrances and you're not worried about turning someone off. Try this out. But for me, the next Tom Ford fragrance that I actually want to try is Santal Blush. Yes, I heard Katie Fawn's rave review about it, and I actually just ordered a little rollerball from the Oil Perfumery dupe house because I really want to try that perfume, but I couldn't find a sample online. I was struggling a lot, and I don't want to spend that much money on a perfume like that I'm blind buying. So I do want to try that one out though. And then I actually do quickly want to mention some perfumes that I wrote down here. Mon Paris, love that one, but I don't own it because it's my niece's like signature scent. But it smells so good on her, and just in general, such a good, sweet, fruity patchouli perfume. And then we have La Vie Belle, such a classic, warm, sweet fragrance. I actually have a dupe from Dossier, so that's the only reason that I don't have the original La Vie Belle, but I do recommend that one, of course. And then Replica Beach Walk, I have a little travel size of that right now that I'm going through, but that is a really nice, summery, floral, beachy perfume, which I know we're not in summer right now, so just a little suggestion. But something that is on my wish list for the Sephora sale is the Replica Trio. It's like the travel size trio, and they have By the Fireplace, Bubble Bath, and Jazz Club in there for $66, which is such a good deal because I think it's like a $90 value since they're $30 each for a travel size. But I don't really want to try the Bubble Bath one. I feel like it's going to be too soapy for me, but I do really want to try the Jazz Club and the By the Fireplace. So I feel like it'll be like a good value. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. That's it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you're gonna be picking up from the Sephora sale. And if you have any recommendations yourself, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Sorry for the sun just like shining in my face right now. This is so aggressive.